Good morning. We are in Rialto, California, picking up from our shipper here.
First right.
We picked up a John Deere 26G excavator and a 50G excavator. Got here just a tiny bit after 8 o'clock as soon as they opened.
Veer right onto North Locust Avenue.
And now we are on our way to our delivery. Which is up in Stockton, California. So about 380 miles away. Basically is 7 hours. You know, being that we got to be stuck at 55 miles per hour. Mr. Scott, good morning. Yes, like I said, we got a 26G and a 50G excavator. So we have two excavators going up to Stockton, California. Now he's got to open the gate here. So we're in Rialto, California, basically the east side of the Los Angeles Basin. And we're right off of California 210. So we're going to work our way. Like I said, working our way up to Stockton. So basically we're going to run west straight over to the I-5 and take that north. Yeah, pretty much right up to Stockton. And then once we deliver these, we're going to run south down to Merced, where we're going to be picking up a food mixer, an agricultural feed mixer. And that I have an appointment tomorrow to load there in Merced, and then I have an appointment to unload with a crane up in Sunnyside, Washington. And Sunnyside is right off of I-82, a little bit west of Richland, Pasco. You know, the southern part of Washington, not too far away from the border with Oregon. And hopefully they'll open the gate here soon. There we go. They're probably just busy. Can't really cry about it. Good think. Now, all these trucks that park on the side of the road here blocks your vision. Doesn't make it exactly easy peasy when this guy's trying to come in. Barge on through there, buddy. My big red truck was not hard to miss. Alright, so like I said, we got 2 loads right now. Like I said, little John Deere excavators. Get these up to Stockton. And the place I'm delivering to closes at 5 p.m. As long as nothing really slows me down, I should be able to get there today. I was hoping to stop by this taco stand right here, but now that I'm about 20 minutes behind schedule, half an hour behind schedule at the moment. So I don't really have a whole lot of time to stop and really do anything. So we're just gonna
In a quarter mile, turn right onto West Casmalia Street.
I'm going to stop at Lost Hills.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
For my second stop.
Turn right onto West Casmalia Street.
First, we're going to pop in here to the Pilot right here in Rialto, and right around the corner. Which is nice that they have one right there because, like I said, hop, skip, and a jump here from my from the shipper. So that's where I'm in Rialto. I stayed here as well, which was handy for a simple fact. The last time I was here, I picked up 3 excavators. One of them did not have the final paperwork release paperwork, however you want to say it. So I had to wait till the next day to actually pick that 3rd piece up.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Alder Avenue.
So it's very nice that this Pilot's right here. So like I said, basically 2 road miles away. It's got pretty decent parking. It's still fairly new, so it's still fairly clean. There's a few bits of ice in it, but I'm not going to count on that lasting 3.5 hours up the road. We got to get over to I-5. Then we'll take that north. And instead of getting off on I-90 or California 99, we'll stay on 5. That's a little bit more direct. It's not that much further to go 99, but it's just a little bit smoother. It's a whole lot more boring, I'll tell you that.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Mile, turn right onto Alder Avenue.
That parking lot is blocking the fuel lane. That van is blocking the fuel lane. Brilliant, people. Just brilliant. We're just gonna pull around here. Well, I guess we'll get a couple ice up the road. I ain't gonna be blocking anybody that long. I'm gonna check my change real quick, make sure that's vibrating off. And even in 2 miles at low speeds on fairly smooth road, things can still vibrate loose. Things can still slip and pop off. So we are going to go ahead and just, it's a little too crowded here now, so I'm not going to waste my time with it. We'll stop up here at, I guess at Lebec. I'll pop into Lebec, the Pilot Flying J there. That might be a little bit better way anyway. So. And Lebec is 114 miles away, so. We'll just do that.
Onto Alder Avenue.
I like Lebec anyway. Fraser Mountain, whatever they want to call it. That's a better place to stop anyway. I mean, even Fort California, I'd rather stop in Lebec than almost anywhere else. I mean, Ontario, no. Fontana, no. What is that? Bloomingfield, whatever it is, down here to south a little bit. Colton, and other places. Palm Springs, Thousand Palms.
Right onto California 210.
Weed, Boron, Tehachapi. They're convenient sometimes, but exactly. Not my cup of tea. So for me, Lebec, they're on the top of the Grapevine. That's an okay place to stop. And up there in Dunnigan, that's an okay place to stop. We get over here to Lebec. Like I said, we got another about 5 hours after that, roughly, till we get up to Stockton. So there's really no reason why we need to do a 30-minute break. I'm not going to need any fuel. We got basically around 3/4 tank of fuel, virtually full DEF tank. So there's no reason to be stopping for anything other than a normal load check, bathroom break, water. I mean, well, ice, really, I got the water in the truck. And it would not be as difficult if you see right there, that sign right there. All vehicles towing, speed limit is 55 miles per hour maximum. I mean, even though I'm one of the few people that actually does the speed limit. So, you know, it's... that kind of speed over that kind of distance just takes a whole heck of a lot longer. So where I could normally do 70 miles an hour, I'm doing almost 20% less.
In a quarter mile, keep right onto California 210.
Well, I'm basically doing, you know, 15 miles less, around 20%. So every 4 hours, everywhere else in the country for the most part, it will take me 5 hours to do it here in California. I'd say we're not really in a rush anyway. I cannot deliver until Monday. Where there's going to be a crane to offload this mixer I'm going to pick up in Merced. I can't pick up until Thursday in Merced anyway. So it's going to be, let's see, what? Merced, California to Sunnyside, Washington. It's like 750, 770 miles. The most direct route. We'll have to see what Oregon and Washington say I have to do. I have an annual permit for California, so there's no... I can just grab the load and go. Make my permit request and worry about it, you know, on Thursday. Because I'm pretty much not getting out of California today. Well, I'm really not getting out of California on Thursday either. I'll probably be stopping somewhere north of Weed, right before the Oregon border, more than likely. So at Weed, California, I should be getting off of I-5, and then I don't even know what road that is. US 97. I should be able to get off at 97. Yeah, just about that. Yeah, I said I should be able to get off on the US 97 there at Weed, and that'll pretty much almost straight on that road. It'll take me all the way up through Oregon, cross the Columbia River, and then get into Washington, and then right there, you know, I think it's a little bit to the west or to the east is where my delivery is. There in Sunnyside, Washington, which is not too far away off of I-82, and you know, west of Richland in Pasco. Not a difficult run by any stretch of imagination. I have never been up US 97. I've been, in my entire trucking career, I've been in Northern California on I-5 3 times previously in 7 years. That's it. I've been out along the Columbia River Gorge, out 90, you know, up and down Cabbage, Snoqualmie. I've been up and down that way, you know, a couple dozen times each, but up I-5, up 90, up US 97. Like I said, I-5 maybe 3 times in total, and up 97 is be my first trip, if that is what Oregon and Washington would allow me to do. We're going to be basically around 13 foot 10 in height. We're going to be 11 foot wide, is what I'm being told. We really shouldn't be heavy. I think this stationary feeder is like 38,000 pounds, so we should be just under 80,000 pounds. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right, we are just about to pass Rancho Cucamonga. Then I believe it's St. Clair, San Dimas. Azusa. That'll take us over to Pasadena. And there at Pasadena, we'll get off, the road will change from California 210 to Interstate 210. Burbank, San Fernando, Santa Clarita, Castaic, and then up to, like I said, up the Grapevine. And we'll stop at Lebec. And then it's, yep. Then we'll get up there. Really? You can do 65 miles an hour and you're doing 50? Come on, people. Oh, Lord. Like I said, we'll see exactly what the dimensions are. I mean, the place that I'm picking up from is, they're pretty decent as far as making the information they give out. They're pretty accurate. The only problem with it is it's really tight getting in and out of there. It's right next to a residential area. If you try to come in from the south side, it's almost impossible because of the parked cars and the tightness of the roads. So it's better to come in from the north side. And then just getting into their gate and out of their gate is tight as well. The gates are narrow, the roads are narrow, there's a lot of parked cars on the residential streets. So. But we've done it before, we'll do it again without any issue. But this will be the first time back in Northern California in a long, long time. I think it's been, hell, probably 2 years. Maybe a little bit, maybe, yeah, about 2 years, maybe a little more, since I've been in Northern California, near Mount Shasta, Weed, Redding. If I remember right, the last time I was really in that area, I brought some guardrail pieces from Salt Lake City to some town with an H, Hanneman, something like that. I think I went around Clear Lake. I think it was called Clear Lake. And I went around Clear Lake, and I believe I did a video on that a good while ago. You know, I think it was a time-lapse video that I did driving around the east and north side of that lake. And if you look at the back on the channel, I think it's pretty easy to find. I think it's called A Day at Warp Speed or something like that. But like I said, up in that area. So it's been a little while since I've been up in that region. It's been a good long while since I've been in Oregon, in Washington. I'm trying to remember the last time I went to Tacoma. Well over a year since I've been to Tacoma. Alright, we got some construction, got some red lights here. Right shoulder closed ahead. Really? No turn signal? Just do whatever you want? Alright, well, like I said, this is going to slow us down. If we have too much of this for too long, we will not get there to our delivery today. I'm going to have to find a parking spot for tonight anyway. So, probably what I'll do is I'll find the closest parking spot I can. Deliver first thing in the morning. Then it's, how far down is it? Let's see here. Then it's roughly 75 miles down to Merced. So, hour and a half down to Merced. So that's let's say I get there around 11 o'clock a.m. at the earliest. Only 2 lanes at town. Okay. So we're going from 3 lanes and an express lane. So which 2 lanes are they? You know. So here's one of those things that I kind of have a pet peeve about. Information has to be 3 things. If one of these things is missing, then you're going to have problems. Information needs to be complete. So everything that goes with the information has to be there. Nothing is left out. It has to be correct. Each and every part of it must be 100% accurate. And 3, it has to be all at the correct time. You can't wait to give a piece of the information when it's too late. It all has to be at the proper time. That is not complete information. It's timely. Yes, it's ahead of the end of what's going on up here. Correct? Well, 2 lanes but it's not fully correct. So it's not complete. At town, what is town? Is that the name of the city we're going to go through? Is it the name of a road? Is it the name of some guy standing on the side of the road going woo-ha, woo-ha, woo-ha? I mean, what is town? Not everybody is from California. Not everybody knows this section of highway. Why are we not making the information complete, correct, and timely? You got one of those things fully. The other two are lacking, so now we don't know what's going on. Like I said, we got an express lane, and we got 3 travel lanes. Which of these lanes is not operable to bring it down to 2? I don't know, maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but kind of important information. And I appreciate what little you're doing, but could be better. See, this vehicle here in the tunnel with his light bar directing you to stay to the left, at the moment he's doing his job fully, completely, correctly, and timely. Now unfortunately he probably could have more information displayed on that truck, but there you go. If we have 1 or 2 more of these incidents, and depending on how long it lasts, like I said, I'm probably not going to make it to my delivery in Stockton today. They close at 5 p.m. It's basically a 7-hour journey at maximum speed to get there. We basically left at 9:30, so yeah, we're probably not going to make it today. I mean, we've done 15 miles in half an hour. So we're not exactly making the progress we like to. But since we're not in a real hurry, it's nothing to get worried about. Oh, lordy, 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 okay. So, like I said, unfortunately we lost the second half of yesterday because I really didn't get a load early enough. By the time I received the information for the load, I would have not gotten up here to get loaded. So I got loaded as early as I possibly could. And now we just have to deal with Southern California all the way to Northern California. Save for about 100 miles. It might have been better to head up I-15 and then get off, head over towards Palmdale and back roaded it over to I-5. That might have been a little bit faster, but given that they're still doing cleanup from the hurricane or tropical storm, whatever it was. I don't know what it was. You know, I know out there near Tehachapi, they had mudslides, and the road, California 58 was shut down. So, you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to knowingly go to where there's a lot of issues still remaining. I mean, whatever's going on this road probably was avoidable if people were paying attention more than likely, but we'll see. We'll see. It's not a nothing you can do but, you know, grin and bear it sometimes. You know, the road's going to do what the road does. The weather's going to do what it does. Things happen. You know, yeah, I mean, I'll vent about it a little bit. I'll say, yeah, woe is me, blah, 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 and be done with it. But truly getting upset about it and screaming at people and having a bad attitude, that ain't going to do nobody no good, no how. See how I did that triple negative there? So, you know. Yeah, so like I said, we got basically just ride up the road, do what we got to do. We'll find a place to park. We'll deliver first thing in the morning. You know, a couple of straps. You know, 8 binders, some chains. Get these 2 pieces off. Hour and a half down the road, we go pick up our oversized load there in Merced. Now, if I remember right, they're still doing all that. They're still doing a whole lot of construction there in Merced, so ramps are shut down. So at least for a few miles, it's going to be, you know, maybe driving in the city until you get past that construction zone. Then I can get on I-5, but it's more the fact of what Oregon and Washington are going to make me do, because my annual permit in California is still valid, so I can make those adjustments, you know, fairly easy. And 780 miles just about, you know. I'm picking up on Thursday. I'll be somewhere close by, you know, Friday evening. So I have a full 2 days off. I mean, there's a Walmart in Richland, which you cannot park at. What is that, Prosser? There's a Love's at Prosser, if I remember right, but that's a little too far east. Or too far west, I think. So we'll have to try to find somewhere else along the road that we can stop at. Where that's going to be, I don't know, because I don't know that area that well. Umatilla, Uh, There's a couple places on I-86, I believe it is. I think it's 86. You know, they're along the Columbia River Gorge, but most of them are going to be out of the way from where I can park. So I'll probably be staying at a rest area or a mom and pop, or you know, I don't know yet. But we'll find out. We'll find out. But that'll give me the whole weekend. It shouldn't be too hot. Hopefully it's not raining. Maybe I'm in a decent location where I can go for a nice walk, get a little exercise. Like I said, maybe be outside for a little bit, get that vitamin D going. Well, like I said, we'll try to make the weekend work for me instead of just being an interruption in my in me doing work. I said it's slightly over a day's trip up there, but I said I got to add 2 extra days just so they have the equipment to offload me. Alright, now finally some information. 210 at town. 3 right lanes closed. Traffic jam. Okay, so the only lane that is actually open. Where is town? Padua. North Indian Hills. Town, there it is. Okay. And there's no real way off before town. Well, maybe. Well, the next exit is California 30 with all them red lights. And all that traffic trying to bypass it. So it's not going to be fun. 3 right, see, back there that sign said 2 lanes are passable. Well, unless a lane gets added up here, it doesn't matter anyway because, you know, 3 lanes are closed. So we need to get over to the left. And hopefully this speed up here means that you're actually getting cleaned up here, but we don't know, and we're going to play it as safe as I can. We're going to get over as early as I can, so. Got to bend around a little bit to the right to go a little more directly westward instead of southwest. So this is kind of Claremont area. Ontario is basically 90 degrees off to my left here. Okay, well, we're breaking up in here. Maybe, just maybe we get lucky. I see some red lights up there. I said, people getting off here, going south a little bit to get on California 30, then that crosses right back over with this bridge right here. So trying to bypass the congestion by making that smaller road congested as well. It's all kinds of fun on the highway. Yeah, maybe we weren't so lucky after all. So people, you know, just like what was on the left-hand side, between that motorcycle and another vehicle there. Looks like a little bumper car action between this Hyundai and that truck. Because people don't want to pay attention. They all want to be first. That guy, I think, is just taking a break. One and a half miles to town. We shall see. Like I said, we're doing nothing but losing time. I mean, I should have been well past Covina, Glendora. I mean, I should have been past that by now. I mean, we got Laverne, we got San Dimas. We shall see. I mean, I see a yellow flashing light up there. But I don't know what that actually is. The road, what I can see of the road appears to be fine. So I don't know what the, maybe we're just dealing with the after effects and people trying to sort themselves out. Yeah, way to take away my sight line there, McKinney. You couldn't just stay in your lane and roll along nice and smoothly. Nah, we gotta go, go, go. Back down to 14th, 13th gear. Oh, well, just another fun, jam-packed day on the highway. Okay, so I think right here, I think they got this pretty much all cleared up. So now it's just the after effects. Everybody wanting to rush now. So Caltrans, highway patrol, cleanup crew. Yeah, there's a truck up here on the shoulder. So I don't know what that's about. I don't think that's related. Just happen to be up the same area. Looks like he's putting his triangles out. And there's a wrecker coming to get him. Proper spacing, well, except for the first one, but pretty good, pretty decent spacing on them triangles. 50, 100, 200. That's what you want for your spacing. But that wrecker will get them sorted and they'll be out of the way soon. So a whole lot of slowdown for really nothing. Go figure. Alright, back up into 16th. Bring it down to 17. Get our crew, resume on our cruise at 55 miles an hour, and let's just roll down the road. And of course, as soon as I say that, more red lights. Oh, Lord. Well, I definitely ain't making Stockton now tonight. So here it is, basically. It's been 50 minutes on the road, and I've come 23.7 miles. Yeah! I should have been making that turn north of Pasadena right now, but oh well. I mean, the ELD says we're getting 8.8 miles to the gallon, and the truck is saying we're getting about 5.5, so we're going to say 6.9, 7 miles per gallon. Not bad for sitting in traffic. Ah, well. Joy of joys. Alright, so I think the only real thing that anybody truly needs to know, probably the most important thing, I think this weekend, either I will get myself a pork roast and some spinach and make a spinach bacon stuffed pork loin with a balsamic vinegar, marinade and then glaze and gravy. I think I might do that this weekend. And or try to find like a 5.5 pound chicken, and I may roast a chicken for dinner this weekend, and a few leftover meals as well. Because if I take a 5.5 pound chicken, I'm going to get a minimum of 5 meals out of that. So I may do some roast chicken. That'll give me, thighs, a thigh and a leg. Then I'll take, half the chicken. I might make some chicken dumplings. Or a chicken pot pie. Either or. I'll take the carcass and the wings and whatever little bits are left over. I'll make a chicken soup, a chicken corn chowder, something like that. And I'll have a little bit of chicken left over for like a stir fry, a chicken curry, something like that. Well, so I'll see what I'm going to do. I have yesterday for my early lunch, my early dinner, late lunch, I had 2 chicken thighs, which I made teriyaki chicken with. I still have like 4 thighs in the freezer. I have a pound of ground beef that I've thawed out. I have some ground pork, ground beef. I have some chuck roast. I have some chicken thighs. I have some Polish sausage. So I have plenty to eat. It's just deciding what I'm going to make and when. Alright, we still have 91 miles to Quebec. So it's just a matter of figuring out what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it. Hopefully I don't need any other ingredients besides what I already have on the truck. Let's go ahead and get over here. Yeah, look at that. We got a looks like a Factory 5 Cobra kit car right there. I saw that guy a mile away in my mirrors. I wouldn't mind doing that as a project. Have a kit car like that, build it all myself. That would be an enjoyable, hobby. And then once you're done, go out for a nice drive. Oh well, like I said, we got it's just about 10:30. We lost a good hour trying to go 24 miles. So definitely half speed in that section. So the hope of delivering today is pretty much shot to heck. And we're slowing down again. All this California 57 traffic is now merging, so this is going to put the monkey in the old wrench, as it were. Ah, Lord, I tell you. Oh well, such is trucking. Oh well. Like I said, I guess this weekend I'll have plenty of time to do what I want to do, which is go through the kitchen cabinets and figure out exactly what I have as far as spices, seasonings, ingredients, canned food, dry food. Write out a nice little list to see what recipes I can make with that. I know I have a can of peas. I know I have a can of baked beans. I have a can of cream corn. I just have to see what I have and what I can combine together to make something not only healthy, economical, but also, if I can make it delicious as well, I would like to do that, because I'm not going to throw away food just because I don't like it. Everything on the truck I like in one way or another, otherwise why would I have it? I'm never going to buy a watermelon for myself and have it sit there and then try to figure out what I'm going to make with watermelon in it, because I don't feel the need to vomit today. So I'm not going to have those kind of ingredients on the truck. But I'll figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the time to write down an actual menu for the upcoming week. I was supposed to do that this last weekend, but I only had the one day and I was feeling really lazy, so I didn't do that. But I would make a commitment to do that this weekend. So like I said, I can eat up what I already have without having to buy something again, which I already have some of, and then go from there. I may take, like I said, I got a large can of Bush's baked beans. What I might do is have a meal with some Polish sausage, have a little bit of baked beans on the side. I have a chunk of chuck roast. I may pressure cook that, so it's all falling apart, nice and super tender. A little bit of barbecue sauce, onion, some pepper, some peppers. Mix that with the baked beans, make kind of a baked bean, beefy baked bean dish out of that. We'll just figure it out. There's stuff in there that I know I have not touched since I bought it a year ago, which I had plans to, but never did. So like I said, we'll just kind of knuckle under and just, make something easy with that stuff. A can of peas is nowhere near good as fresh or frozen peas. But it's in there just in case. So, you know, I have plenty of meals I can make with it. It's not 100% the way I would want it, but sometimes you have to just kind of accept it. You know, it's better to have it even as a substandard, you know, version than not have it at all. Oh, I don't touch anything but 100% pure, you know, grass-fed 5A Wagyu from the back hills of Nagasaki, Japan. You know, it's like, no. And sometimes regular old hamburger is good enough. You know? I don't have 5-star, you know, lobster from the coast of Maine caught by a guy named Fred who, you know, gave each lobster a hug and a kiss, you know, before he put it out there to for somebody to eat. You know, I'm just gonna get me, you know, some plain old shrimp, you know, and be happy I have it. But what I definitely will be looking to do in the near future, not too long, which a lot of people have asked this question. When will I do a cooking video again? Now, I prefer doing the live streams. Now, anybody who's been around long enough will remember that I used to put out, you know, a vote for what meal I was going to make in a live stream. You know, so I'd give people 5 options. We're going to make this meal. We're going to make this meal. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Everybody could vote on it, and then that's what I would make. No prep, no pre-making anything, all from scratch, live on the live stream. And how to do that in a truck, given the limitations of a truck. I'm not going to go that route, but I will be going with filming, you know, cooking in a truck, you know, a standard Peterbilt 389 sleeper. The limitations, what solutions I've come up with, the way I like doing it. So I think in the not too far in the future, I think I'll be doing some of that. Now, some people may remember or been a part of, I also used to have a cooking group on Facebook called Unapologetic Semi-Kitchen. Now, there wasn't a lot, you know, when I took the group down, you know, we had a good number of members, but unfortunately there wasn't a whole lot of participation. So, you know, I wasn't able to attend to it the way that I wanted to. Yes, I had some moderators that helped out, but there just wasn't as much participation as I thought was good enough. Now, I've been asked to be a moderator of a couple other groups. So I'm going to ask some of the administrator or the moderators of those other groups if it's okay to do a live stream directly to those groups. I will see. But for the most part, it's going to be edited video. It's going to be proper, you know, a little bit better lit. little better, camera use, whatnot, but I think some edited videos for cooking will come down the pike, especially using the Galan's convection oven that I have in the truck, using the bread maker, using the pasta maker, using the contact grill, wok, propane stove, the tools I have, the ingredients I use, give me something a little bit more informative. I think I may do that in a month or so. Now there's getting a sandwich from the Love's or the TA or Subway, whatnot. Then there's making a sandwich in a truck, which is that's a night and day difference. You got to get some mushy bread, nasty ingredients that are subpar, very few of them. You can't really make a decent sandwich, unless you make it yourself. So, like you're making a French dip sandwich, you can get a French dip, quote unquote, from a restaurant, from Arby's, but to really do a good quality one, you have to do it yourself. I will give the recipe that I like. All the ingredients, I can do an edited video of what to shop for at the Walmart, at Kroger or Publix or Albertson or whatever. The kind of bread I would use when you don't have a traditional firm Philly roll. What you could substitute, why you would use that type of bread. I would go into all that. So Pollo con pan felices van. Well, I know what pan is bread, if I remember right. Pollo is chicken. Felices is good, or wonderful, or greetings, or something like that. Kind of like Feliz Navidad, Feliz. My Spanish is not really that great, so almost non-existent. There isn't a whole lot of call for Spanish when you grow up in Japan. Most all my Spanish is confined to God bless you, Merry Christmas, and food. Pabst Blue Ribbon, Jack Daniels, Miller, this brewery right there. All right, we are on I-210. Duarte, Monrovia, Arcadia is not too far up the road. We've only done 35 miles so far today. That includes the 2 miles over to my pickup. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay, that's the 605 breaking off there, heading south. know, whatever. Like I said, we're going to get up here to about, hopefully, fingers crossing, in about an hour and a half, get here to Lebec. We'll do a load check there. I'll give me another cup of ice. Like I said, we gotta get I-5 somewhere up near Stockton tonight. I'll deliver in the morning. And then we'll come back down California 99 down to Merced. We'll get our load picked up on Thursday. Like I said, we have a California permit, so we can be oversized. So we'll get my permits requested. I'm not going to wait for my Oregon or Washington permits until I get up the road a good ways. I mean, as long as I know which direction I got to go once I get to Weed, whether I need to stay on I-5 or I can take US 97, I'll fit, you know, I don't have to worry about it until I get to that point. But as long as I'm where I need to be for my Monday morning delivery, I'm not going to be too picky where I park. It'll be either in Oregon or in Washington. I mean, it's a 50-50 split which one is going to be okay. I mean, as long as I have a place where I have I have a restroom, I can get some ice, day or night. It's going to be out in the country, so it's not going to be near Portland or Seattle, so it's going to be a whole heck of a lot safer. We're going to be on the east side, the conservative side of the state. The part of the state that's trying to break off and become part of Idaho. Well, at least the Oregon counties. So to be halfway decent out there, but it should definitely be rather pleasant up that way. I think what was it? I saw a Facebook post this morning. Dalton Pass, which Dalton Pass is, I think, but Dalton Pass had snow just days, either last night or a day or so ago, so it should be relatively nice weather during the day. And I think I might have to turn the heater on at night this weekend, but we'll find out. Pardon me. So I was thinking besides a pork loin and or a roast chicken for this weekend, I was also thinking of making some more pizza. I have a little bit of mozzarella left, enough for at least one pizza. So I might do that as well. And especially now that I have a little bit of space in my freezer, I can make a regular, recipe of pizza dough into the freezer. Save it for later. Made green pepper. Might pick up some Italian sausage. Or actually, I can make my own Italian sausage. I have, well over a pound of ground pork, so I could, all I gotta do is put the spices in it. Take half and put some spices in it, and we're good to go. Man, that's close enough for, to make some kind of sausage. Because if I took an Italian sausage anyway, I would take off the casing and scramble it up. So why not? So I'll pick up a little bit of pepperoni, which that may not be truly Italian, but I'm an American. I like pepperoni. Some things, just may not be true Italian, which I'm a big fan of true Italian, but I like pepperoni. I'm not gonna be ashamed of that. I'll have an American style pizza like bread dish. So I may do that as well, man. I guess it really boils down to what I'm going to be in the mood for. Michelinda Avenue. Sierra Madre is off to our right. East Pasadena and East San Gabriel off to our left here a little bit in front of us. I didn't expect to see a bunch of sycamore trees there on the side of the road. Yeah. I'm used to seeing eucalyptus. I'm used to seeing, things like, palm trees and whatnot, cedars. Not used to seeing a whole lot of sycamore trees here in Southern California, especially Los Angeles. Hey, if they'll grow and they're thriving, why not? Three or more axles, right lane only. Okay, I don't know why, but we will get over to the right lane only. Not because we want to, because that's what the law says we're supposed to do. To be I'm going to be perfectly honest. I do not ever remember seeing that sign before. I've been on this stretch of road at this location several times before. I do not ever remember seeing that sign. But it doesn't matter. I see it now, so we're going to obey it now. It may be new. Maybe there was traffic in the way. I didn't see it before. Maybe I just never was looking at the right place at the right time to see it. So, but now that we know,
3 miles, keep right onto I-210 toward I-210 West.
But now that I do know, in the future, I will know in this section to be in the right-hand lane only. All right. And it certainly is nice when you can roll along at the at full speed. All right. So we got to deal with the nonsense of climbing up and down the grapevine. Getting closer and closer toward the Sacramento area. Blah, 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 blah. Normal trucker crying and complaining. Excuse me. Really? You really needed to do that? I mean, you're lucky I could barely see your red and yellow hat, and I couldn't see your car. And go and bring that step there, go over when you're clear. Bring that load of pipe over if you want. Oh, now it's saying 2 right lanes only. Okay. But of course, there's trucks in lane number 3, where it says only be in lane 4 and 5, but whatever. Yeah, so a little bit longer weekend. Not going as far as I would like. I mean, I would have been a lot nicer to have a load that picked up, like I said, here in Rialto, that went all the way back to North Carolina. That would have been a perfect load right there. But these 2 loads and the Lex load are only about 1,300 miles. So that'll only be around 5,200 miles, 5,300 miles for this pay period. Plus a little bit of detention time, detention pay for sitting at the port because Caterpillar did not pay the shipping company fee, so the ship would not release it. Even though Caterpillar released it, even though the port, customs released it, but if you don't pay the ship, they have no reason to release it. It may be off the boat, sitting over there on the side, ready to be picked up. If you don't pay your bill, everybody's coming down there to pick up stuff. Well, the clerk there said that there was 7 loads that were cleared through customs, ready to rock and roll, but the ship hasn't released them because they haven't been paid yet. So I'll get some detention pay for the 4 days I sat down there. So at least I'm not losing all those days. At least I'll get something for them, but whatever. So, like I said, it's going to be a fairly decent pay. Not as good as it should have been. Because last Monday, not yesterday, or not 2 days ago, the Monday before that, I should have been delivering up in Nebraska, and that would have been good for this previous paycheck, but whatever. Things happen. Oh well, I creep along here at 20 miles an hour. We're going to stay on I-210 west towards Sacramento. Get over here a little bit. Slow that Acura down. You can share the road with everybody else there, buddy. Thank you very much.
In a quarter mile, keep right onto I-210 toward I-210 west.
So the rest of today is just getting as far north and as close to Stockton as I can get. Find a place to park that's relatively decent and safe, as close to my receiver as I can be. We'll deliver in the morning, Thursday, hour and a half south to Merced, pick up my oversized mixer there, get that loaded, get my permits requested for Oregon and Washington, use my California annual permit to book it up at least to Weed, California, near Mount Shasta. And then we'll figure out where we can get to, what route we're supposed to take, when we have to stop by the end of the day, and if I can adjust, then we'll figure out. Then we'll have our appointment set to meet with the crane Monday morning to offload. And then Monday it's going to be, where can we pick up? Yeah, let's go ahead and cut over 4 lanes there, why don't you, buddy? Ah, people. So like I said, we'll figure all that nonsense out for the weekend and Monday. Then it's just worrying about Monday after we deliver, where are we going to head to pick up? So, John Deere, Case, Massey Ferguson, Caterpillar, United Rentals, some dealer in a 200-mile radius to pick up at. They're in Pasco, Richland, picking up something there, heading over to Othello, heading up to North Bend, on the west side of Snoqualmie, picking up some scissor lifts or a boom lift up that way from what is that, GLG? Heading up to the Keene drop yard. They're at the port of near the port of Tacoma, or at the port of Tacoma, picking up from there. Yeah, so there's possibilities in the region, but not a whole lot that's going to be closed, except, like I said, they're at Richland, Pasco. That's about the closest in the area.
In 3 miles, keep left onto I-210 towards San Fernando.
I don't think there's a whole heck of a lot there at Yakima, Union Gap. I don't think there's a whole lot in that area that I could pick up. But we'll see. We'll see. Holy mackerel. There we go. But no matter what, we'll just try to do the best professional, safe job that I possibly can. And everything else should attend to itself. So, unfortunately, this is my second day in California. We're going to have a third and a fourth day in California, I think. I don't think I'll get out of California tomorrow. But whatever. But I have everything on the truck I need except for ice and a free shower. So I think we're good for everything as far as food's concerned. I have water. And more than likely I will have to top up my fuel before I leave California, but I'll see if I can escape California before paying them any fuel tax. But whatever it is, we'll make do.
In a quarter mile, keep left onto I-210 towards San Fernando.
Really, that Prius doesn't come with with turn signals? Obviously, doesn't come with mirrors because you can't see how to drive to be safe. Lord. At least this Freightliner guy behind me, at least he saw there was a reason for me to get over, so I thank him for slowing down for that. Basic courtesy. Makes everybody do better. He lost what? 0.02 seconds out of his day at the most. Slowing down a little bit. Ah, well. I mean, we're just a little under 90 degrees for the temperature right now. That should decrease the further north we go. I mean, it's going to drop a little bit when we go up and over the Grapevine. Holy mackerel, okay. Not too far, basically on the other side of this mountain here, on the other side of the mountain right up to our left here is Burbank, California, so not too far away is some big money. Oh, well, I think that's about as much fun as I can stand. I don't know about you, but I don't know how much of a glutton for punishment you people are, but I appreciate it at least. I don't see what the excitement is. I do it just so I can run my mouth, so I can keep myself entertained. So I think that's been, good, well over a good hour here. So I'm going to say thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. Listen to me ramble and carry on like I always do. So everybody, please stay safe. God bless. And we'll talk to you all later. Like the same bad time, same bad channel. Same bad channel, but may not same bad time tomorrow, I think. Well, I think I'll show you the load that I pick up. And maybe a little bit of the highway. It's not going to be that interesting from Merced, California north. I mean, not really till you get up, to Northern California is it really decent viewing as far as landscape and roads concerned, but we'll see then. So until later, like I said, stay safe, God bless, we'll talk to you tomorrow.